see you again. Welcome to Southside United Camp for Kids. It's good to be here. It's good to be on land that God created. We pay our respects to the Yarra and the Turrbal people, the elders past and present, for the way they care for their land. We seek to work with their elders present and into the future to care for this land and to find God here. Let's say our prayer. Are you ready? You really ready? Come on. Let's go. From the top of my head to the tips of my toes, from the lobes of my ears to the end of my nose, from my back to my front to my wiggly fingers. God loves me. Let's go straight to the story chair this time. Let's go. Look, there's a story chair. Don't know if you were here, but it's a story chair I used on Sunday. It was good for a Sunday service, but it's not our Southside Time for Kids story chair, is it? Let's go find our story chair. This is a strange place. This is the overpass over the road that gets us to Yeronga Station. There's no chair. No, we're talking about Passover, not overpasses. Let's go find the story chair and find out what Passover is. Phew, finally found us. Well, let's get Grover. Ready? Can't think of a fun way to get Grover. Or maybe, you know how we were on the overpass and the cars go, wow. We could do that a bit like that. Sound like a car going past. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Grover! Hi, Richard. Hey, Grover, how are you? I'm pretty good. How are you? I'm good. I'm loving the story. You're loving the story this week? That's great. It's great that you love the Bible and love the stories. I like the food. Right. I should have guessed that. Yes, it's talking about a food, isn't it? Yeah. So when are we going to eat? No, we're not going to eat. Oh. But I was going to have some lamb, and lamb sounded good. Lamb does sound good, doesn't it? But this was a special meal. Oh, I'm happy to eat special meals, ordinary meals, everyday meals. True, Grover, you eat all those. But we're remembering this special time. Oh, special times? Yeah, with special food. Yes, Grover. This is back when the people of God had been in Egypt and they'd become slaves. Oh, a long time after Joseph. After Joseph, we talked about him last week, didn't we? We did indeed. And so they were slaves and God was going to free them. And just before they were freed, God gave them this special meal so that they could do this on a regular basis and always remember back to how God had freed them from slavery. Oh, a bit like we have some special meals and special times. We do. Can you remember some? Oh, we have Easter and Good Friday. You remember Jesus died, and sometimes you have fish. Yeah, some people only have fish on Good Friday because they want to not have meat or red meat to remind themselves that Jesus suffered, and so they're going to suffer a bit like he did. And then Good Friday, and we have chocolates. Yeah, we have Easter eggs because they remind us. The egg reminds us of new life. And the hollow egg reminds us that the grave was empty. So those remind us of important things and show us important things. And we remember back to that. Oh, yeah. And Christmas, we have hot food and things like that. Yeah. I don't know why we have those because they're traditional sort of foods, but they don't really point to anything. But Christmas does remind us of Jesus' birth. And we have the candles to remind us of the light coming into the world. Oh, yeah. So we have lots of these different celebrations, and this is a celebration for the Jewish people that reminds them of how God saved them out of Egypt. It reminds us that God saves his people. He saves us? He saves us in many different ways. He saves us from our own mistakes. He saves us when we're in trouble. He surrounds us with people to help us. Well, that's lots of saving, isn't it? That is lots of saving, Grover. And so, as we continue on and explore this passage, you might want to think about the special festivals you have, the special things that you do as a family, and how they celebrate who you are and who God is in your lives. Well, we're going to explore this more on Sunday. Oh, it's a combined service. It is a combined service on Sunday here at Yeronga at 9 o'clock. Notice 9 o'clock here at Yeronga. Love to see you all there. And until then, bye everybody! Bye everyone.